I don't want new ones. I want real famous ones. Elizabeth Taylor. Have I done Elizabeth Taylor? Have I done Elizabeth Taylor? I can't remember. Let's have a look. I'm going to tell you off if I have. Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, Annabelle Wienerman trying to make me do two videos. I've already done it, Annabelle Wienerman. And you're making me do it again, like Annabelle Wienerman. Luke Littler. Who the? He's Luke Littler. Luke Littler. Where are we? Luke Littler. English Dart. You're taking a piss now. Next. I want famous people. Richard. Now that's a famous person. Richard Burton. Have I done Richard Burton? I'm going to tell you off if I've done it. Another 20 seconds of my life. Down the pan. Richard Burton. Richard Burton. Burton. Richard Burton. No, we haven't done Richard Burton. We'll continue. Richard Burton. Right, we can have that one. Who was the last one? Lucy Liu. No, it was Michelle Yeoh. Let me cut out Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh. There it is. Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh. Create. Right. Uploading Michelle Yeoh. Next, Richard Burton. Is Burton a first name? I'm sure I've met a Burton. Right. Richard Burton went for the old bumhole in the chin look, didn't she? Small face. The small faces. He reminds me of someone there and I can't think who it is. I'll tell you what, she'd have been quite a pretty girl. Richard Burton. So would Marlon Brando though. Widest in hairline. Reminds me of James Dean. Look at the Wolfman hands. Widest in hairline. High set ears. Close set eyes. Pink lips. He had a very haunting... She had a very haunting voice, didn't she, Richard Burton? Didn't she narrate War of the Worlds? Oh my... Look at Toby Watson. Look at that five... Sharpay five-head. It just changes, doesn't it? Look. No brow bone. No brow bone. All brow bone, look. Massive, thick, open eye socket, but deep set eye, look. These eyes are not deep set. These eyes are not deep set, look. Let's go back. I don't know who that is, by the way. Richard Burton. Skull check. He look. You know who he looks like? Paul Newman. It's the lips and the eyes that are doing it. Paul Newman. Who's that there? I don't know, but it's an egghead. Elizabeth Taylor. He's a big old dirty fella there as well. And I'm assuming that's Richard Burton here. Who would have believed in the last part of the 20th century? That's not a very good gait. What is wrong with that person's face? Stair fail. Richard Burton's a woman. Final answer. No man comes down the stairs like he's stepping in dog poo. But right there, you're done. You're absolutely done. Stair fail. 1000% pass rate. That's a woman right there. Let's see if we can get some gaits. Is that Dick and Liz? It is. Knees are open, knees are closed, look. Rule number one, watch the knees. Especially in pictures like that where you don't have a good shot of the feet. Is that Elizabeth Taylor? Sweet jumping jelly beans. Let's go back. It looks like any standard pom-pom girl at the American football. What do they call them? Showgirls. Not showgirls. What do they call them? The dancers at the football. I can't remember them. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with pretty flowers in her hair, and her dress came down there. She did the rumba. Da, 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 da. Richard Burton not giving up the ghost on them gates very easily, is he? Have I got you in the back file, Richard? Let's have a look. Richard B should find you. No, that's Richard N. Richard B. Search. Cheerleaders. That's the word I was looking for. Cheer fucking leaders. I'm getting old. I can't remember that word. Cheerleaders. Pom-pom dancers are called. Cheerleaders. Right, anyway. Richard Burton's a tart. Is that him there? When's the last time you wore a rubber hat on your head, Peter?
Never!
Never. Hey, the dupe and delight, I'm telling you, dupe and delight. See, sometimes when you look at a woman, she looks like she's got square shoulders, look. But there's no neck there. And no clavicle showing, but I digress. Richard Burton, final answer, it's a tart. I just don't have many gates on the tart in question. I didn't put walking in, that'll be why. Wait, walking, searching. He danced the cha-cha. Wow, my word, what's going on there? That is just vag material right there, isn't it? Da, 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 da. Pear-shaped women, pear-shaped politicians. It reminds me of Gru out of in Despicable Me, Impeccable Me, in Despicable Me. Is that you there as well, Richard? It is. Shoulder tilt. Ski with legs. Let's have a look. From the rear, no good. That's a nice one there. From Flamingo. When it sorts that picture out. What is wrong with my computer tonight? Come on now. Da, 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 da. From Flamingo. Liz with the straight legs. Knees together again. It doesn't take the greatest IQ in the world to work this out, right? It really doesn't. That's a nice one. Richard Burton, full mince from Flamingo with broken leg and a shoulder tilt. Da, 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 da. Richard Burton's a girl. Final answer. What's wrong with the stream? YouTube's not receiving enough information. Messing with me stream, you bitches. The messing with me stream. Yeah. Right, let's come back. Because I ain't got anything going on. I've got I've got a gig internet, so there's no reason for it to not be receiving enough information. Richard Burton, final answer, it's a girl. Let's open that one. Open this one, and then open up that one. Richard Burton, where are you? Richard Blackwood, Richard Coft, where's Richard Burton? Oh, there it is. I was about to worry then. I was going to say, how have I not done Richard Burton? Richard Burton. Richard Burton. Tweet. Let's come back to class. Let's close that one down. Let's open up a new one. Bink. Who am I after? 1 second. Is that you? I don't know. That was a weird noise. Alright, let's come back, sorry. Where am I? Richard Burton was the last one, that's there. Thomas Edison, inventor of the light bulb. Not famous enough. Well, it is famous, but we're not doing them yet. I want all the famous people that people care about. And then we'll get to Thomas Edison and all them. Humphrey Bogart. Famous, but old famous. Johnny Weissmuller, same again. Famous, but old famous. I'll go on then. Let's do Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey B.